and welcome back to another live day trading episode with your boy Money Spence. In today's live day trading episode, we're going to be live day trading the Nasdaq-100, and our goal is to make $200 within 30 minutes. Let's take a deep dive into the episode. Based on our economic calendar, we really don't have a lot of market moving reports that can move the market, but today we do have some bullish sentiment in the overall market. Now we're going to cover levels for our options traders, and then we'll cover levels for our futures traders. So at this current moment, IWM, it's currently bullish. We're trading above the opening price from yesterday, the closing price, and the previous day low. So at this current moment, we have a key support level at $242.09, and we have a pivot point at $242.67. If we continue to hold that level, we have a key resistance level at $243.33. Next up on our list, SPA. SPA, we're currently trading above all of our key levels from the previous day, so we're currently bullish. We have a key pivot point at $664.05. We have a key resistance level at $666.32, and we have a key support level at $662.31. Next up on our list, Qs. Qs, they're also bullish as well. We have a key pivot point at $598.43. If we continue to hold that level, we have a key resistance level at $601.28. We have a key support level at $596.25. All right, family, it's about to be showtime. Make sure you keep risk management at the top of your mind. Let's take a deep dive into this session. All right, we have a poll in the chat. Let your boy Money Spence know what's your money goal today. Are you looking to make $100, $200, or $500 or more? Your boy Money Spence, he's looking to make $200 or more today. At this current moment, we're currently trading below some of our key support levels. All right, family, let's go. The market, it's open. It's showtime. All right, so we're currently trading below our first key support level that I had developed on our chart. In today's live day trading session, we'll be utilizing the support and resistance levels in real time to make $200. Let's go, family. Showtime. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame so we can see how the buyers are, reacting around these levels. If we drop below support level number 2, I may go in for a quick trade. Good morning, G Nice. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, family. Let's go. Let's get it. So how is everyone feeling, this morning? We're starting off, this Monday, a new trading week. Let your boy Money Spence know how's everyone feeling in the chat. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling, bullish today? Are you feeling bearish? Let me know what's going on with you, family. All right, so right now we have some bullish pressure on the open. But if we look at the bottom of our screen, we don't have any strong confirmation at this current moment. The MACD, it's currently, bearish. So it's not really giving us any strong indication towards the upside. And we're also currently trading in between the support level number 1 and the support level number 2. If we can break back out of the support level number 1 zone, we may trend up towards our pivot point at $24,891. So I guess everybody is currently, focused on the charts right now. Everybody is focused on the charts. Let's see what this market is going to give us today. Let me set up some trend lines for us. So we have a pre-market high at $24,909.50. Ben, how you doing, Ben? So Ben said he's bullish for the day. And if we go to our overall market watch list, we have a number of stocks that are bullish at this current moment. In NVIDIA, it's leading the way. So the bulls, they're stepping in on the 1 minute time frame. All right. I may trust this bullish trend if we can break above $24,891. Until then, I'm going to sit on the sidelines and I'm not going to place any trades yet. It's important that we wait for a strong confirmation before we take action. That's extremely important, family. All right, so we're approaching our pivot point. We have our pivot point at $24,891. Make sure you keep a close eye on that level. And I'm about to make sure that my software has my risk management in place. So before the day, usually begins, I like to make sure that if I start losing a certain amount of money, the system, it'll automatically, stop me out just to take the emotions away from everything. So the Qs just broke above $597.74. So if you're an options trader, keep a close eye on a potential move towards the upside. But the Qs honestly need to break above its pivot point for us to get that continuation. But at this current moment, we're starting to pull back on the 1 minute time frame. And let me set up some trend lines for us. We're starting to pull back just a little tad bit. So let's wait patiently, family. We don't need to, rush into anything. Let's wait for the right setup, and then we'll take action. And when we do take action, let's start off small with maybe 1 through 3 contracts max, instead of, sizing up right out the gate. Start off small and, average into our positions once we see that the move is working out for us in our favor. Let me see. G Nice said, got a NVIDIA swing that is just now seeing the light. What price point are you anticipating that NVIDIA will go to, G Nice? All right, so we have one bearish candle on our chart at the moment. We have one bearish candle. And the MACD, it's starting to turn green at the bottom of our screen. We need to break above this pivot point before we take action. We need to break above this pivot point. I'm going to adjust some of our levels. I'm going to adjust some of our levels. Yeah, let me adjust our support and resistance levels really quick. All right, so we're starting to pull back. All right, so our support level number 1, it's going to be at $24,848.25. We'll use that as support level number 1 because that's where we bounced at on the open. And I'm setting up these support and resistance levels in real time, family. And our pivot point, that will be at $24,897.08. That's going to be a key bullish point for us. We can break above that zone. That's a good sign for a move towards the upside. And we have a key resistance level for NQ for our futures traders at $24,887.25. Good morning, Rashad. Good morning, fam. Good morning, Rashad. All right, so G Nice said just needed to go to 187. I'm actually ready to get out of the play now. Nice, man. I hope it reaches, 187 for you, my brother. All right, family. So we're starting to trade just the upside. I'm gonna take a quick long position right here. And let's see if we can hold this resistance point and break above this $24,897.87. Let me go to the 5-minute time frame really quick. All right, so we're starting to pull back a little tad bit. That could have possibly, been a fake out. So wait patiently before you take action. Try your best not to take action yet. But I'm not really seeing a lot of bearish candles on the chart for the first, 8 minutes of the trading day. Not really seeing a lot of bearish candles. We do have some buying pressure down here in this zone. So I'm going to test out this long position first, and I'll let you all know when it starts, working out in my favor. I'll let you all know once it starts, working out. But at this current moment, we have some, wicks developing on the chart, and we're not, really holding yet. All right, so we're dropping back in that buy zone at the moment. Dropping back in that buy zone. All right, so it looked like the buyers, they're respecting this gray zone right now. It looked like the buyers are currently respecting that gray zone. I'm going to set up an alert for us just in case we break above this key level right here. That would be a good sign for us towards the upside if we do break above that price point. And at the bottom of our screen, we have some buying pressure going on at the moment. The MACD, it's green, so that's usually a good sign. So it looked like G Nice position is currently working out for him. Nice job, G Nice. All right, let me remove. All right, so we're starting to pull back a small tad bit on the 1-minute time frame. We're still trading above VWAP, so that's usually a good sign for us. But we're trading below the support level number 1. We're trading below that key support level. Yeah, we're still trading below that key support level number 1. Let me see, we have number 2, and I'm using the software to get these levels. I'm using the software to help us out with these levels. All right, so we have the support level number 2 right there. So we're still trading in between those zones. 91, that's support level number 3. We're still trading in between those zones. So I'm still holding my long position. If we drop below support level number 3, I may stop out on my long position, but it seems like we're holding up in those support zones at the moment. Now we need to see if we're going to go to our pivot point or start trading above our pivot point. We have our pivot point at 24,897 and 8 cents. That's going to be our pivot point. All right, so it looked like the buyers, they're trying to step in. We have our pre-market high at $24,909.50. Still waiting patiently. And the system, it's reading a resistance level at $24,911.41. So we may go up there and test that level out if these buyers can hold up. And once we break this pivot point, I'll probably, sell my position up here near the $24,911.41 zone. We're still trading under support level number 1. But the buyers, they're stepping in a little tad bit. They're stepping in. All right, so we have 44% of the members, they're looking to make $100. We have 22% of the members, they're looking to make $200. And we have 33% of the members, they're looking to make $500 or more. All right, family. So it looked like my position towards the upside, it's starting to work out a little tad bit. I'm not up a lot. We still need to break above $24,893.25. We're still trading in between these little support zones. Once we break out of these support zones, that will confirm our position towards the upside. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit more right here. So right now I'm currently holding 6 contracts. Now let's see if we can get that pump towards the upside, family. We're still holding above support level number 1. It looked like the buyers, they're stepping in a little tad bit. We need some more buying pressure though. We have a key pivot point at $24,897.08. All right, family, I'm going to look to take profits right now. I just secured profits on my long position towards the upside. That, oh my God, that was beautiful. Whoo, did you all see that, family? Did you all see those bulls just step in out of nowhere? And before they stepped in, right, I said, hey, we're still holding these support zones. If we start breaking above that pivot point, keep a close eye on $24,911.41. So I sold my entire position on this 1 minute bullish candle right here. We called that out to a T before it even developed, family. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So it's about 14 minutes into the trading day. You should be green on your long position if you went long with us towards the upside. So I kind of sold my position, a little too early. And let me see, mind my own business said way too wicky for me. Yeah, I agree, fam. It's definitely, a little too wicky at this current moment. And we had a major wick right here. I'm thinking about getting back in, family, with small contracts. Thinking about getting back in. I may wait for a pullback though, but the buyers, they're definitely stepping in right now. The buyers are definitely stepping in, and where we purchased that was a key buying zone for us. That was a key major buying zone. All right, so the bulls, they stepping in right now, and you know what? Let me see if we can at least pull back to the pivot point before I take action. I'm gonna get in right here with 3 contracts, family, because it don't look like this thing wants to pull back right now. All right, I'm gonna take profits. All right, so I just secured profits on that quick, bullish play towards the upside, family. Now you should be green on your position at this current moment. You should be green on your position, so make sure you take some profits. We don't, we're not greedy over here. We're looking to make our daily goal and capitalize on these quick moves. Try your best not to be greedy, family, and take profits. We call this play out to a T towards the upside. So at the moment, I'm currently up for the day. For the week, I'm up for the past 7 days, I'm up $2,017.60. So for today on that bullish pump, I was able to make $185.34. Now I could have made a little bit more if I would have held on to my position a little, longer, but I didn't hold on to my position a little longer. Hopefully you all are still, in your position, because this thing, it's moving higher. So the levels that we had before, the trading day, opened up, they're starting, plan out right now. And we're currently trading above the pivot point and resistance level number 1. So that's giving us a confirmation that this thing may possibly start trending, higher. But hopefully you all were able to purchase somewhere down here in this price zone. This was a key buying point. So this is where I was, buying my contracts at. Somewhere in this price zone right here. And a good selling point would be somewhere in this price zone. It's a good selling point. And if we look at the bottom of our screen, I noticed that the MACD was developing in real time. We had a bullish MACD developing in real time. All right, family. So the bulls, they are currently stepping in. We have a bullish MACD. We have a bullish RSI. Let's see if this move is going to continue to go higher. Our next key resistance zone, it was at $24,937. So make sure you start taking some profits right now. If you went long with us, make sure you start taking some profits right now. This was a beautiful setup towards the upside. A beautiful setup. And everyone should be green on their position. Nobody should have went short because we didn't have any, confirmation to go short. We were holding above VWAP. VWAP, that's the purple indicator. In today's lesson, it's based on support and resistance. We were holding our, support zones as well. So at this current moment, a lot of individuals, they started to take profits right here at 9:47 a.m. That's where they started to take profits at. All right, so the Qs just broke above another key resistance level. Make sure you start securing some profits right now, family. We have about 12 more minutes before the 10 o'clock window. We only trade over here 30 minutes a day to make our $200 goal, or our $100 goal, or our, $500 or more dollar goal. We're not being greedy over here. Make sure you start taking some profits and try your best to lock it in, family. It's only about 18 minutes into the trading day. And some of us, we've already, reached our goal. We've already reached our goal. So in the chat, let me know if you all were able to, make some money. Let me know in the chat if you were able to make some money. So Spence made, I'll type mine's in the chat first. Spence made $185 so far. Let me know if you all were able to make some money as well. At this current moment, the bulls, they are stepping in. If we go to the 5-minute time frame, we had a beautiful 5-minute, setup. Let me see. Rashad said he's up $456. Great job, Rashad. That's how we do it over here, bro. Great job, fam. All right, family. So now we're just waiting patiently for a possible, pullback, because we're already trading above our key support and resistance zones. We don't want to purchase at the top. We're the type of traders who like to, purchase before the move take off. And then when everybody else starts stepping in, that's when we start selling our positions to the individuals who are late, to the party. Now, we just had a key rejection at $24,950. Make sure you start taking some profits right now if you got in on that move with us towards the upside. So a great profit taking point is somewhere in this area. Somewhere in this area, it's a great profit taking point. If you look at this zone right here, we were just, developing some buyers in this zone right here from 9:30 through 9:42 a.m. For the first 12 minutes of the day, we were developing some buyers in those zones. And if you look at the MACD at the bottom of our screen, we usually use this indicator every single day to identify the trend. This is what's helped me identify the trend, early on, the MACD indicator. Once we started to break above these candles, it was showtime, family, towards the upside. Now, we had a lot of selling pressure up here in this zone. So this was a good selling point. A great entry was right here before the move, took off. This was a great entry at 9:42 a.m. And you could have been in this play for about 8 minutes and sold at 9:50, and you could have made about a couple $100 right there. You could have made about a couple $100. All right, so let me see. Minding my own business said she's up $173 for the day. So we have some of the family members making some money right now. So that's beautiful, family. I'm proud of y'all. So we have about 8 more minutes before our live trading session is over. So if you have some questions to ask me right now, go ahead and ask me some questions, in the chat, and I'll respond to you right now live. So we have about 8 more minutes, family. We have sellers. They're starting to sell off their position. So we already sold off our long position and secured profits. We had a lot of selling pressure right here at 9:50 a.m. That's where the bears stepped in. Now this thing is starting to pull back just a little tad bit. And we may see some buyers somewhere in this zone right here. The buyers, they may step in somewhere down here. The buyers may step in that zone right there. but you all should be already up, a certain amount of money for the day. You all should be up. Now, if we can get back above $24,947.25, the bulls, they may try to push this thing towards that $24,960 level. And I'm about to start a new poll. I want to see if we have some stock traders on here, some options traders, and I want to see where our, futures traders are located at as well. So what type? Let me see. What are you trading? So are you trading stocks, options, or futures? All right, family. So we're starting a new poll. Let me know if you're day trading stocks, options, or futures on the poll. So your boy Money Spence, he's primarily a futures trader. But before this live stream usually begins, I'll cover IWM, SPY, and the Qs for our options traders who trade options with us. Oh my God, the buyers, they're stepping in right now, family. So let me know on the poll if you're a options trader, a stock trader, or futures traders. At this current moment, the bulls, they stepped in at 9:53 a.m. So I'll highlight that candle for us right now. That's where the bulls stepped in at, right there. So we purchased down here in this zone, and we sold up here where the strength is located at. So that's how we do, family. We get in early, and then we get out when the other players start stepping in. So that's why it's important to join this live stream every single day, because your boy Money Spence, he's a master at reading these candlesticks in real time and also setting up these levels in real time. I show you all how to make money consistently on a daily basis. And that's what we're going to continue to do going forward. Now, while we're making this money consistently on a daily basis, it's one thing that we need to keep at the top of our mind. That's risk management. We have to manage our risk if, one of our positions, it's not going in our favor. So, every single day, we're not always going to reach our goal, but every single day, it's a must that we keep risk management at the top of our mind. All right, family. So the bulls, they're still stepping in. We still have a green, RSI at the bottom of our screen. We still have, a green MACD at the bottom of our screen. We're still trading above VWAP. All right, so we have a key resistance level at $24,955. I'll usually set up support and resistance levels in real time as the trading day, go by. That's a key resistance level right there, family. And you're probably wondering, well, Spence, why is that a key resistance level? So I identified that as a key resistance level because that's where individuals started to sell at. They started to sell at $24,955. And we have a key support level on the open. That support level was at $24,848.25. That's where the buyers stepped in at. So I'm going to highlight that as support for us to show you all how to do support and resistance in real time. So once the buyers stepped in right here, we had a new support right here in this zone at $24,880.25. So this is how you set up support and resistance in real time. And we had a key resistance level right here at $24,894.25. That was a key resistance level. And once we broke out of that resistance level, it was showtime towards the upside. All right, so we have 75% of the members on the live stream right now. They're futures traders. And we have 25% of the members who are currently, options traders. So for our futures and options traders, we'll continue to do levels for those two, instruments on a daily basis. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you stay up to date with everything that's going on a weekly and daily basis, because we'll continue to run these live streams consistently throughout the week. And they're free. They're free to help you all improve your trading skills and to also, make some money consistently on a daily basis. All right, so let me check out the chat. Let me see. G Nice. What is the best platform for beginners to trade futures on? So the best platform for beginners to trade futures on, I would recommend Topstep X, because with Topstep, you don't have to put up a large percentage of your capital. You only put up a small amount, $50 to start your combine. And once you pass your combine, it's $150. So that's a $200 investment. And Ben said he's, trading futures. DT said stock options. Nice. I really appreciate, all of the responses. So thank you for that information, family. All right. The best, to trade, futures on, I would recommend Topstep. So I paid $150 for this Topstep, account, and I'm currently up $2,017.60 from a $150 investment with Topstep. And you can take out, payouts once you make $150 or more on a daily basis. So I've only had this account for about, 7 days, and I've been consistently making money every single day in this account. And that's what I'm going to continue to show you all on a daily basis, how to make $200 or more consistently on a daily basis. So family, this live stream is about to be over. I really appreciate all of you for joining the live stream. We'll be back at it sometime this week. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you stay up to date with what Money Spence is currently doing throughout the week. Everyone have a safe, blessed day. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a comment after this live stream is over. And I'll individually answer each question one at a time. Everyone have a safe, blessed day. And once again, thank you for rocking with your boy Spence. And we only trade over here 30 minutes a day to make $200 or more. I'm out, family. Peace. Everyone enjoy.